Diwali to everyone celebrating across the globe. Now, I thought what should be the topic for my first live stream, and something that is very close to my heart and also which I try to help people around on YouTube is how to build your confidence, both on stage and off stage. So, let's talk about it today live because I feel that having a confidence in your abilities, in your talent, is much more important than being the loudest person in the room who thinks that he knows everything but is not confident in his or her own ability. Now, let's divide this topic into two to three parts, right? First, we'll talk about how to build confidence on stage. Then, we will talk about some ways to build your confidence off stage because it's a continuous journey, right? And thirdly, we will do some live exercises right now to see those small ways in which you build your confidence on a daily basis. All right, so before I begin, I would like to talk about what confidence is. Now, confidence, according to me, is that belief in your abilities, in your talent. It is that extra energy that you get every time when you practice something. It is that feeling of security that you believe in your own thoughts rather than being the chirpy or the loudest person in the room saying things in which you don't believe. So that is not confidence, that is overconfidence. All right, so this ability, many people think that people are born, having that skill of confidence, but it is wrong. None of us are born with the skill of being confident. We all learn it over time. And how do we do it, especially in the field of public speaking? When we have to go on stage often, we have to work on our confidence. For example, let's talk about the skills needed to be confident on stage. I feel personally preparation is the key. For example, if I'm standing live in front of you right now, I know that what is my subject material. I know I have rehearsed what all topics I am going to speak about, or at least I have the bullet points in my mind which I can expand. So that is the number one thing that you need to be confident is preparation and rehearsal. How much you practice, how much effort or time you spent in practicing something hones your skill and ultimately makes you more confident. All right. Second thing that you need to build your confidence on stage is the body language, is the way you're communicating. So there are two ways of communication, one is verbal and one is non-verbal. Verbal is the subject matter that I'm talking about. So if I know the subject matter, I can speak on it. But non-verbal is my body language. Am I drooping my shoulders? Am I sweating too much? Am I touching my palm again and again? Those are the non-verbal cues that I'm giving to my audience. And if I have to become better, or if I have to improve my confidence online, I have to make sure that my body language is also communicating with you. I have to make sure that I am standing tall, I am having direct eye contact with my audience, and I am giving some hand gestures. I'm using some hand gestures. I'm using my tonality of my voice is changing. Sometimes I'm speaking in a high pitch, and sometimes I'm bringing it down. That way, your body language adds up your confidence. And the more practice you do over time, you become a more confident speaker. Now, what is the third thing that is needed to improve your confidence on stage? Is visualization or managing your anxiety. When you have to go on stage, you suddenly start feeling sweaty. You start feeling that you don't know what you have to speak, even though you have prepared so much, but you don't know what to speak. At that time, to improve your confidence, you have to manage your anxiety. You have to manage your stress. How do you manage your stress? By visualizing that you are already doing well on stage, by thinking that whatever I'm speaking, I am confident enough. I know my subject material and I am going to be performing so well on stage. There is a new person who has joined and is asking what is the topic. The topic is how to build your confidence on the stage and off the stage. So I'm giving you some tips based on my experience. All right, so you understood the three ways in which you can build confidence on stage. Number one is preparation. You know your material, you practice it, and that is how you are getting confident about your subject material. Second is body language. How are you presenting yourself on the stage, right? That is your body language. And third is managing the stress, managing the anxiety that you have on stage. How you can achieve it? You can say to yourself, so when I go on stage, I keep telling myself all is well, all is well, all is well. That way I calm myself down. I try to think everything is going to be fine. I am going to deliver a good performance on stage. So that is how you deliver a confident performance on stage, and these are the tips. Now, I mentioned in the beginning of the video that being confident means that you have to develop this skill on a daily basis, right? So if you're confident, you have to make sure that you are building the skill off stage also. Now let's talk about the strategies how you can build the confidence off stage. Okay, we have someone called as Renuka. Renuka ji is asking how many subscribers you have. I have, I think, close to 1500 subscribers right now. And I see Aman. Aman ji is asking what is the strategy for CA final exam. Sorry, I'm not qualified to talk about CA exam. All right, let me proceed. So I was telling about the strategy that you can use to develop your confidence off stage, because you cannot be on the stage every time. So you have to see, you have to look into your own self that how can I be more confident. First thing is self awareness. As a person, I know what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses. Everybody knows it. Or if you do not know it, first thing that you have to do is you have to write down on a piece of paper what are my strong points, what are my improvement areas. That way we understand where are we currently and where we want to go, because we all have some goal in our mind, right? To achieve that goal, be self aware. Be aware of your weaknesses, of your strengths, and work on it. That is how when you work on your weaknesses, when you improve upon, you build your confidence slowly. All right. The second way to build your confidence off stage is continuous learning. Keep on learning. How do you learn? First is self study. Whatever topic that you want to study, you can study on your own. And second is group activities. So if you are doing some online courses with your friends, or you are doing some course on YouTube, Udemy, or any other site, from there you're continuously learning and upskilling yourself. In the public speaking domain, if you want to improve yourself, you should join a Toastmasters club. There you will come to know how to speak confidently on stage, and that way you can continuously learn from others who are doing already good in that area. Now, the third thing that is required in improving your confidence on stage off stage is networking. You should have a group of people who are your buddies, who are your colleagues, your friends, who encourage you to do well. Sit with them, talk with them about your improvement areas, so that together you can learn. Or if they also have same interest, they will give you some tips and tricks to become better at what you're doing. So these are the three main ways in which you can build your confidence off stage. What are they? First is self awareness, second is continuous learning, and third is networking. All right. Now let's talk about some practice exercises that you can do right now to improve your confidence. One thing that I do on a daily basis is positive affirmations. Always say positive thing to your own self. So when you get up in the morning, look into the mirror the first thing and try to say to yourself, and I urge you all, whoever has joined live right now, to repeat after me. I am capable enough. I am capable enough. I am capable enough. Second, you can say, I am grateful for whatever I have. I am grateful for whatever I have. I am grateful for whatever I have. You can also say to yourself that I can achieve everything today. I can achieve everything today. I can achieve everything today. You realize if you speak like this to yourself, suddenly there is a surge of positive energy in you, and you start feeling everything around you is good, and you start feeling participating in the activities around you. This is the way in which you build your confidence over time. Please make sure to do this activity on a daily basis and you will see some improvement. Second thing that I like to do to improve my confidence is daily journaling. So I have this habit of maintaining a diary where I write three things that went well today, like they were super good in my life, and two things that were not so good or I could have done better. Two things that were not so good and three things that were amazing today. That way, I have a complete report card of 1 week, 1 month, and so on and so forth to understand my progress report, to understand where I need more improvement. And that also helps me to build my confidence because I am looking at the things which are going well for me and I am banking on those things to help me in my future. All right, I hope you understood these two exercises and you can also practice them on a daily basis to gain maximum advantage out of it. So, yeah, this was my first live stream on the topic how to build your confidence both off stage and on stage. And I'm sure if you try to remember these tips, try to follow them on your in your daily life with your daily schedules, you are definitely going to have a huge improvement in your confidence level. Or if you are somebody who likes to do public speaking, wants to do public speaking, for them this is essential habit that you should develop over time. So if there are any questions, please ask me or drop in the comments, or if you feel I missed out on any point, that also you can drop in the comments. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye and take care.